What up, Aquarius? You awesome hybrid air sign. How you doing? It's me, Archer, and it's time to do your everything energy check-in for you and the one on your mind. Pulling on the current energies for the week ahead, but remember it's a timeless reading, so whenever it finds its way into your algorithm and you clicked on it and decided to come and hang out with us for a little bit or a lot of it, is perfect timing as always. They're timeless messages meant to find you exactly when you need them. All right, and whatever comes out, good, bad, or indifferent, don't worry. I'm your ride or die, so I will convey it across to you, but you're protected. All right, so think about your person. And God, tap me in, tune me into Aquarius's energy, and give me everything you got for our awesome aquas. Let's do it to it. Here we go. Hey, Christina. What up, yo? How you doing? Hi, Robin. Welcome. I'm glad you guys are hanging out at the live. Let's go for it. All right. Sorry it's late today, too, Aquarius. We had internet issues in Metro Detroit. One of the many reasons I'm going to go to Nashville. But anyways, we're still here. We made it through it, and it's awesome sauce. All right. Right, girl. Queen Tiki. Oh, dude, Aquarius. The OGs are showing up for you. Heads up, you're getting noticed. Uh-oh. Hold it. The deck jammed. What's up, Aquarius? Oh, my word. When my deck's jammed, that tells me you need a spinny hug. Maybe you just want a spinny hug. Maybe you really do need a spinny hug. It is the holiday season. That stresses everybody out, right? All right. Come here. Come closer. I'm going to grip you up. You get a 14-second hug first. First, it's going to be like, hey, hang in there, Aquarius. I got you. We're going to be okay. It's going to be all right. And you're like, thanks, Archer. Then I'm going to pick you up and surprise you with a spinny hug. You're going to start giggling. Your hair is going to get all messed up, blowing in the breeze like you're in a Jeep Wave with tops off. Jeep Wave. All right. You may start giggling. You may start feeling a little better. So anytime you want to come back for spinny hugs, come on down. I got you covered. All right. Oh, hi, April. All right. You ready for this, Aquarius? Let's dig in. All right. Give me 2 shuffles now, God. I need to know why Aquarius needed a spinny hug. Give me everything you got for Aquarius. Let's do it. Here we go. Hey, Morgan. 2 shuffles. 1. And 2. There's still minor deck jams happening. Let's love this deck for the amazingly auspicious Aquarians. Here we go. Beam me up, Scotty. Let's go. Bonus points if your person's name is Scotty or your name is Scotty. All right. Anyways, overall energy is the Page of Swords. In the week ahead, lessons are learned. It's time to move forward. Ace of Swords with a hey text or a communication that comes in that takes you into the Page of Wands and the Chariot. You're coming out of an 8 of Swords stuck energy. Something that comes in the week ahead, a notification on your phone, is all of a sudden something that reignites your spark and gets things moving and back on track for you with the Page of Wands. Cancer, Sagittarius energy comes in on this. All right. So I do like this. It's the end of the stuck era for you. This tells me you've learned your lessons, things are past, and you're ready for the next chapter and the next phase, the next cycle of your life. All right. So let's dig in. Let's go for it. All right, current conditions at Aquarius. The Magician card, that might be why you needed a spinny hug. The Page of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, because it's like real love. You look, and it's like you part the Red Sea of red flags to try to find real love in the Queen of Cups and the Page of Pentacles, but you reach out, you make attempts, and you get left unread. Nobody ever reciprocates, right? You could even be like, yep, I tried to reconnect with a past person, nothing. I tried dating, nothing. I tried talking to other, nothing. It's like, is my phone even working right now? Some of you guys could be experiencing cell phone interception or glitches within the matrix type of things happening. It's kind of like, it is the energy of this. Maybe from the tower moments you've dealt with throughout the course of about the past year or so, it's like when your cell phone doesn't get cell phone reception, right? And you got to put your phone into airplane mode, right? To disconnect it from the tower that it's currently hooked to, then take it out of airplane mode to connect to a tower that's stronger and closer nearby in order to get your cell phone signal back. It's kind of like that you're disconnecting from an old energetical cycle and then putting yourself back into air or out of airplane mode and connecting to a real love tower, if that makes sense. Okay. Cancer, Capricorn, Gemini, and Virgo energy showing up on this. You could have some prominent placements in your chart like that, or dealing with one. And somebody's born on the 1st or the 10th so far. All right, give me more. I've got the 9 of Wands. Ooh, repeating 9s. Confirmation that this person too is closing some kind of a cycle out with the Justice card. They're going to pass the test too and come in more balanced and stable. That's really what the Justice card kind of ties into. It's about finding that emotional balance, Libra energy, right? For some of you guys, they may be seeing a doctor or a therapist or something that's needed in order to get them better. Some of you guys might even work in the medical industry because the Hermit card is my doctor house of the tarot, 6th house energy. It tells me that either you're dealing with a Virgo or they have actually gone inward and done some reflection and work during this most recent Mercury retrograde in order to try to come in correct. Because I feel like with this Hermit card, especially with the Nine of Wands, look at Job after being tested by Satan on the Nine of Wands, right? This person had a really hard time remembering your birthday, let alone anything else about you. Like, did they ever even take time to get to know you or anything? Or did they just want the Ace of Wands fun and the rest of it was all closed off energy? You know what I mean? I'll get some details though. But the Justice card shows whatever this is, it's like they've paid off some karmic debt, all right? And they're also going to come in passing a test, okay? I can be reading for two groups of Aquariuses too. There may be some single Aquariuses because I feel the vibes of an Aquarius. It's like, I don't have anyone in my life. I don't have anybody I want to return. I am part of the 80% of the world that currently wishes to remain single. Come back in the week. Come back in the week in the comments. Hi, Alyssa. And you can tell me I met somebody and I think I'm in love, Archer. And I'm like, oh, I thought you were staying single. And you're like, I know. And I'm like, it's going to be awesome. And you're like, oh, it's going to be cool. God has a way with the Knight of Swords of changing people's minds with little chess moves to make your life work out as a karmic payout for what you put up with over the years. I love this for you. Takes us to an overall energy, which is the Wheel of Fortune, the card of free will that comes in. Strong Cancer and Sagittarius energy on this reading. But this here shows that going forward, you get to free will choose the direction on this, okay? It's actually a bit of like a plot twist that comes in that leads you to making a choice that you never thought you'd get the opportunity to make, all right? Either it's like, yep, this person was never going to get better, was never going to reach out, right? Or, nope, I'm never going to be in a relationship. I'm just fine doing me, YOLO, solo, I'm cool. And then it's like all of a sudden, like, whoa, Aquarius is in love, all right? So's your person. Okay, so let's see where it goes. Like I was saying, you've got strong Libra, Cancer, and Sagittarius hanging out. Then there's a lot of Virgo, too, and Gemini so far, all right? Could be what you're dealing with, or just strong placements in your guys' charts, okay? I want to use the Rockstar deck. That was the one I used to test the camera on TikTok. Yeah, 3 of Cups, good choice. Told you you're going to wind up married. Yup. I mean, you're here for a love tarot reading. That means it's in your energetic blueprint to have love in this lifetime, all right? So let's see. Some of y'all could be born on definitely the 9th, all right? Or you've been seeing a lot of repeating 9s lately. Oh, you know what we're going to do for you? I'm going to actually, yeah, hang tight. Hold tight, King of Wands. I'm being told to use my psychic reading deck, this new deck that Mama T gifted me. Ooh, with the hearts. And this is going to pull new signs for you. Instead of pulling it through the reading, I'm being guided to tell you either the signs you're just starting to see or what's coming in. And one of the things you'll start seeing is a heart-shaped balloon. Something about a heart-shaped foil balloon, all right? But I'm going to pull you some signs. Infinity. Oh my goodness. Buzz Lightyear. Something about Toy Story might resonate, all right? Somebody actually has a bracelet that has the infinity loop on it. That might be you. For some of you guys with kids involved or something, maybe it's like the bracelet with the infinity loop, but it's like got somebody's names, like kids' names or your person's name or a pet's name or something. That's a sign. Or some of you guys will get that as a gift for Christmas. Oh, celebration. You're going to get invited to a party. You're going to get invited to a party. And you're going to be like, I'm not going. I have stuff to do. I have world domination to plan. Call me. Let's hang out. Anyway, what about Pinky in the Brain? I know, right? You're going to get invited. And you, for my single Aquariuses, will meet somebody at a New Year's Eve event as the ball drops and the champagne pops. All right? I dig that for you. Very nice. I literally love this deck. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's go. Now back to this. Okay. All right, give me more on the Magician card, the Page of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups. I like that. We might have just discovered something new for the readings. Never stop evolving. Never stop evolving. This channel started with a cell phone taped to a tripod and a carpeting on a rug. Some of you guys might be starting out your own adventure in tarot or something in social media. That's kind of cool. The Moon. Ooh, I got the Moon. Cancer and Pisces, 7 of Swords, King of Swords. See, you don't trust easily because of what you've been through. You've dealt with a lot of deception, and you've been reflecting back on that. Because every time you open your heart up with the Ace of Cups and start to open yourself up and communicate, then you find out their truths. And then you wind up not trusting so much in love, right? You've dealt with some rough stuff over the energy in the King of Swords, and there could, for some of you guys, maybe some of you guys are actually trying to get out of a relationship, right? And you're feeling stuck in it, right? God will help provide on this with the real love that comes in for you. But the thing about it is it's like you've been looking in like a whole nother direction in order to find the peace you're seeking. It's like the only thing you're chasing is your own peace, right, Aquarius? With what you've gone through and the deception that you've been reflecting back on that keeps you in that status with this moon card, this is the change point. You're feeling the energies off the moon, okay? And with the new moon in Sagittarius that's coming up at the time of doing this reading, that is the catalyst, the go point, right? It's on December 19th, okay? You or your person could be born on the 19th, or December 19th. Is that when you have, some of you guys have a party Friday night? Stuff's gonna happen for those of you that part resonates. But anyhow, back at the reading, this moon card is the go button. This is the final last hurrah, okay? Somebody tell the fat lady she's on in 5. Because the thing on this is that this is the go button to finally put an end. You know how this year is a year of closures? It's a year of number 9. This is the closures. The new moon is where the new energy begins to come in. That's what new moon intentions are for. All right. So we're going to start seeing the changes happening over the next 2 or 3 weeks that ushers in a more harmonious energy in 2026. Okay. Like, I feel like at this point, you're just coming to the end of a tough cycle in your life while still leaving room open for love to show up, right? And come in correct for you. It's kind of like your energy is entering into a much higher vibration and a higher frequency this week. You're ahead of the curve a little bit, okay? Some of you guys could be dealing with Scorpio, because I really feel it's the vibes of Pluto being in your sign finally taking hold as well, okay? Along with Saturn being direct, Neptune being direct, Mercury being direct, everything's starting to move forward, all right? Everything was retrograde for a while, which had us all doing that same reflection back like you are, your person is, but you're already elevating. The woke redirection is totally protection on this one, okay? It's showing that you have indeed closed the door and closed the cycle, a downward spiral. It was spiraling down the drain. You know what I mean? This is allowing you, as you come into this, some of you guys have been experiencing the ringing or the tones in your ears, the spiritual confirmations, and you're unsure why it keeps happening. I'm being told to fill you in on that with the moon card, that what you do when you hear the tones come in, okay, is you start saying names. Your person, family, friends. The tone will stop when you say the name that the tone is about. Then as you look around, you'll be presented with signs. Could be personalized license plates, news stories, something in your social media feed that'll let you know to connect in why you were being warned about that person. Whether it's a good warning or a bad warning, it'll help give you the answers, okay? And that keeps you in on this vibration with the Magician card to keep that door open, but to keep a filter on it, right? I'm hearing Ella Langley off of this. Just when I thought him to fall in love with Tennessee. Don't worry, Ella Langley. I'm already in love with Tennessee. I'm just waiting for the right time to make the move. It's cool. Got a few things I'm ironing out, and then I'll be on my way. Okay? Anyhow, this is here. The thing on this that's coming in is that the woke redirection that is a protection for you, right? Because even though you're closing the door on a downward spiral that 2025, 24, and 23 have been for some of you guys, for most of you guys, the redirection here that's coming in is leaving a door open and still having hope for love, right? The love will peak. It's going to guide you into the relationship with the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Cups, that takes you right to the Queen of Cups that you've been waiting for. It's kind of like the rest of the world is catching up with you. That's why you felt like you're so out of place in the world, right? Like you never fit in high school. You never had a click, right? It's just because you were always ahead of the curve. The thing that comes into this, Aquarius, is going forward. I really feel like as your gifts start to strengthen, you're going to bring in something and someone that's very important for you. It's like maybe some of you are starting a business. Maybe that's where you've been like focusing yourself on. And some of your signs and intuitive hits are leading you like your work starts sucking and coworkers are nasty and things aren't going right. And like it's because like you're there to get the most out of the environment so that you can start your own business because you can do it better, right? Things like that will happen as you go through this, all right? With the 7 of Wands, do understand that you're protected. Maybe somebody here does like coding or making apps, maybe trying to develop an app in a cell phone or something like that, digital work, or somebody actually does work in IT. But it's like, yeah, sometimes you want to break into like the digital AI world somehow. Maybe for some of you guys, ChatGPT is your best friend right now. But you're bringing in a human. Some of you guys work with this person with the 8 of Pentacles and the 6 of Wands. That tells me you're actually on the right path. You're going to meet a contact through your online searches somehow that will help you grow your ideas in order to establish yourself and bring your working career to like full circle. 8 of Pentacles, okay? Making your money work for you instead of you working for your money. And that's why your love department has been on hold. And some of you guys have intuitively decided to not focus on the love department because God wants you to have your own stability in place so that you're happy. And then you're going to be ready for the love. You know what I mean? So it's actually going to be pretty cool. Some of you guys, this stuff happens in the week ahead and you're starting to put this into like its action. All right. Maybe it's something like the thing on it is that I'm hearing that, oh my gosh, something about pennies, but it's the song. Sometimes rains pennies from heaven. That song may resonate, or you just keep finding pennies on your path still. But the thing is, you're going to be coming into an independent era, 6 of Wands, for some of you guys as soon as this week, right? That, yeah, you're going to hit the go button on it. It could be a job change that you hear back on and you reap the rewards maybe in the next 30 or 60 days, right? That you find out like, yep, you have the job, but we have to wait until the end of the year, or onboarding doesn't start until January, but you at least know you're secured and you got it. The change is happening. Oh, on a side note, for those of you that do receive assistance from your government, okay, that you may fear changes in like benefits or whatnot that happen, I actually find out there is indeed a change in benefits, but somehow like you receive additional, like after some kind of a review thingy majiggy or something happens, you wind up making more than you did before. Okay, that might be for a certain specific group of Aquariuses, right? This could be something like your like food supplements or housing supplements, things like that, that you think aren't going to work out, but they actually work out really good. All right, you get a little bit more than you're fearing that you won't get, if that makes sense. All right, just take it how it resonates. Let's get into their vibes though. All right, some of you guys could be born on the 3rd or the 30th. Could be a life path 3 or 33, or just seeing a lot of repeating 3s. The 24th and the 27th are here, the 21st, the 29th, maybe the 19th or the 11th. And I really think you're seeing a lot of repeating 1s, maybe even a lot of repeating 9s. But I think that's letting you know something's going on with this person. All right. Let's see. The 2 of Swords. Ooh, your person. Wow. They're up against a really big test on this. The 3 of Wands, the 10 of Wands, they're going to pass the test. The High Priestess to Temperance with the Knight of Pentacles. Wow, this has been a long project. So, you know what? Maybe it was the kind of vibes that at first either you feared or it was like just Ace of Wands fun, right? And it felt like that, like, yeah, 8 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles. Maybe it's like, see how Ringo's got that top hat on? Looks almost like a magician's hat. Maybe some of you guys, somebody is like a magician or goes to magic shows or something like that. The thing about it is that by hook or by crook, by lie or manipulation, they tried to lure you into a false sense of security, right? Something that kind of like maybe tried to dull your shine or like harsh your mellow, like try to slow you down, right? Because they felt like they might not be able to keep up with you. Knight of Pentacles on the 8 of Cups. And so it led to a point of making you feel like you were stuck in a situation. You couldn't like get out of this because every time you tried to put them in a timeout, like tell them to leave or threaten you would leave, they would like, that was when they would go off and the clinginess would come in and like, oh, I promise Aquarius is going to be, I promise you, I told you I'm finishing up with that. I'll get over that. I told you this wasn't anything. I was, yeah, right. And the thing that it is that comes into it is like you gave them so many leeways. And then afterwards, the billions of texts that tried to explain themselves, 10 of Wands, the High Priestess, right? The floodgates would open. And then it would get to the point of like, why would they shift the blame on you? Oh, Aquarius, the reason this all went down is because you did this. And you're like, what are you talking about? Right? The deflection based on the entitlement was strong. This person had it in their head that they could do no wrong. And so they were like a spin doctor. Maybe somebody here's a DJ or a musician or something. But the thing on this is that it's because like, you know, no one really wanted to believe you were the victim, even though they were talking about you behind your back. But it's like not one person they spoke to believed them. That's the thing. They went running around being like, Sharon, Ozzy Osbourne, right? Being like, oh yeah, Aquarius is big and mean, and Aquarius doesn't ever do this, and Aquarius doesn't commit. I don't know what Aquarius's problem is. They're so weird. But here's the thing. When they're trying to make you out to be the villain, the people they're talking to are so close into their friend circle or even family, they all know this person's history. And they're like, yeah, okay, no problem. And they're like Chicken Little. No, Aquarius did this. Okay. You might have had some people reaching out to you, being like, hey, you know, this person's with somebody else or doing something else. And you're like, I actually don't know any of this. And so you might have just left a lot of messages unread as a result of this. It just became so much to deal with that you're like, I don't think so. Never again. I can't deal with this. It's too much, right? And your disconnect, the thing that led you to not really knowing if you want to be in a relationship or if you just want to stay single, was the catalyst point that they had to get over this phase. You met them at the end of a very trying time. They were just getting ready to finish it, and you were the finish point. But they resist. They got a lot of fixed energy, right? Could even be another Aquarius for some of you guys, one that maybe just wasn't as awoke as you were, right? Or a Leo or a Taurus or Scorpio, right? The fixed energy comes in strong. You've also got a lot of Scorpio is pretty strong. The water signs are really strong. Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. Libra, Aries, Leo, Pisces, Capricorn's here too. Somebody's born on the 23rd, and something about February 17th is something that resonates. But on this Temperance card, this does show that, like, this is what's leading you to meet this person at this point as a result of like meeting someone digitally, or for you guys living at a distance and starting to put stuff together on it. So that's what's leading you guys in this direction, because things are getting ready to start opening back up. The decisions are being made at this moment to take action, because even though you've been closing out stuff and clearing out cycles, they have been too. The whole world is. This tells me whatever that thing was that got in the way is the thing that they got tired of, and they overcame it with the Eight of Cups. It's taken them forever, Knight of Pentacles, to get over it. But the Eight of Cups is like, oh, wow, they actually got over it. You know what I mean? I don't know why, but I keep hearing the Fate of Ophelia too. There is something big time about like the music industry or something that resonates. But then somebody works at like a college or in a laboratory or somewhere you wear a white coat. You know what I mean? The doctor white coat, not the other kind of white coat. But anyways, the thing of this is that, like, I think there's something about travel involved, okay? I'm feeling travel energy off the Wheel of Fortune and Temperance. The Seven of Pentacles into the Queen of Pentacles on the Six of Swords and the Two of Cups. This is where things change. Seven of Pentacles into the Queen of Pentacles. See how they are coming out of this, like, this person had a real big fear of failure, Seven of Pentacles, but they're coming into a Queen of Pentacles. This is emotional maturity. This is your person recovering from years of emotional damage, right? In order to come in correct. That's why there's a thing about this that it's like, it would be more like someone moves to your neck of the world or parts of the world, or they have to like fly to visit or come home to see family, and they come back to the old neck of the woods. But they're planning to offer you the world here. And here's the thing on this, okay? Here's the thing. This is weird. Hi, Love Wizard. What's up? Here's the thing on this. For some of you guys, what it is that I actually am reading for two groups of Aquarius. The Aquariuses that have no one on their mind, this is somebody that's getting ready to enter your area, okay? Somebody you're talking to digitally, digital friend zone, or through like maybe online dating, some of that stuff, all right? Similar industries meet. Some of you guys met through like a YouTube comment section or a TikTok, or, oh yeah, you guys could be some of the new generation, right? Well, for others, yeah, it's like a new person that moves to your neck of the woods or travels to your neck of the woods, and you guys hit it off. But for others, it is a plot twist because it is somebody coming back. The one that you never thought, this could be the original runner, okay? Some of you guys, there could be kids involved on this. Some of you might even be still involved. But the thing on this is that somehow they find out, okay, check this out. You do have a past person stalking you. It's that one that won't give up, okay? They always show up about every cycle and test your patience, right? And you're like, oh God, not them again, Archer, please no. That's the pre-test. That's the test, okay? It's the pre-test to the test. You know what I mean? So the thing on this is that this time around, that first one hits, and then the plot twist comes in that your King or Queen of Pentacles, the one that's mature and grown, does, okay? So the thing on this is, it's going to make that one person that won't let you go really jealous, really jealous. It's a big test in jealousy for that one ex that won't leave you alone, the one that keeps calling you avoidant and dismissive and all that. and it's simply because you're not interested, right? Because what they did is too much to look back from. But the thing about it, yeah, for some of you guys, it's the one that keeps like blocking and then burner numbers or the, you know, but it's the final countdown, because that's the test. This time, this other energy comes in, or somebody takes you out of their friend zone or makes you and asks you an offer, because the direction that it goes is that, yeah, the thing on this is that this is going to get you into a point of be like, whoa, wait, Archer said they would reach out first. That was the test person that reaches out. And that's the one that tries to pull you back into the old cycle that 2025 is closing out. And then the real deal, the one you're waiting for, shows up. And for my single Aquariuses, this is the one that you come back later and go, I met somebody. And I'm like, oh, Aquarius, you met somebody. You're like, I know. It's cool though, right? The thing on it is that this is the rewards for what you've been through. It closes out the old energies and lets you move forward with like a phone drop the jaw message that shocks you. Somebody that you 100% believe nothing would ever happen with, it happens. That's a timeline jump. We're in a whole new timeline. Your readings are going to so change going forward on this, and I love that for you. Plot twist of the century. The top news story. Anyways, so in 2026, in the week ahead, the tones get set that in 2026, you wind up getting the money with the Queen of Pentacles, and you wind up getting the love with the Queen of Cups. You're just going to have to get used to things working out just like they did when you were younger. I love that for you. I dig it. Something about lasagna resonates, and I don't know why or what it is, but there you go. All right. I hope this helps. I love it. Claim this down in the comments, because Aquarius, you've had some rough readings over the 2025. It's going to start getting better. I love this. You're right on the verge of it. Please hype and like the reading so we can get this out there and heal all the Aquariuses. All right. Invite friends and family. Just help out. Appreciate you. And if you'd like to manifest this, you can leave a comment down below. All right. Even if you just want to leave an emoji that keeps your private life private, no problema. God still knows what you're thinking. That way we can all help you manifest it. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me or check out everything else the channel has to offer, just scan the QR code up here in the corner or use the link in the description. It'll take you to the Archer link tree. All right. And remember to set your bells, because Frankie over at Frankie's Tarot and I, we're doing another collab. All right. We're going to be going live for New Year's Eve. We get to be your Ryan and Rita on New Year's Eve for an all signs. So come back and hang out with both of us on both of our YouTube channels and our TikToks. All right. And then Melissa and I from Sunshine Intuitive Tarot. All right. We're going to be doing the Super Chat Telethon giveaway. No Super Chats required this Sunday, the 21st on YouTube and on TikTok. All right. No Super Chats required. We are just going to read questions and pull cards and hang out. All right. So, and remember, I do the all signs currently every Sunday at 9 a.m., but I do block scheduling. So it'll be very easy if I got to move it around. Like if something changes and I need a Monday through Friday back again, we can do that. All right. I'll keep you guys posted though. It's the awesomeness of block scheduling. And remember too, Aquarius, this will resonate to any placement of Aquarius in your chart, okay? Because you are not just your sun, moon, rising, and Venus sign, but all the parts of your charts are what makes you the most awesome, interesting, hybrid zodiac sign of them all. All right? Nobody can do what you do, and that's why you're so amazingly awesome. All right? So until next time, Aquarius, thank you very much for being here and hanging out. And until next time, I'll see you then. Until then, peace, love, and spinny hugs. Love you guys. I'll see you in just a little bit for Pisces. I'll be back.